Imagine this. You bid goodnight to your loved ones, retire to bed, and succumb to slumber. It is an ordinary night. However, what if you never awakened? This scenario transpired for a 71-year-old man last night, leaving his family in disbelief. He exhibited no significant health concerns or indications of distress, just a typical evening. Yet, by morning, he was gone, without forewarning or opportunity for reprieve. Could this have been averted? Most individuals fail to recognize that after the age of 70, certain bedtime practices can insidiously heighten risks. Your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and even sudden death is heightened by seemingly innocuous choices that many seniors are unaware of. Factors such as a warm, comfortable room, late-night snacks, and sleep positions may appear benign, yet they could jeopardize your health significantly. It is imperative to recognize that sleep transcends mere rest. It is essential for survival. The manner in which you prepare for sleep profoundly influences your heart, brain, and overall longevity. If you are over 70, your body no longer reacts to nighttime stimuli as it once did. Routines do not function as they did in your 30s or 40s. What was once acceptable may now pose significant risks. However, the positive aspect is that you possess the ability to affect change. In today's video, we will explore 4 prevalent bedtime habits that may be covertly detrimental to your health. Some may astonish you, while others could be practices you've maintained for decades without reconsideration. By the conclusion of this video, you will be equipped with the knowledge of what to avoid and what alternatives to adopt in order to safeguard your well-being, enhance your sleep quality, and awaken feeling revitalized each morning. You will find this information invaluable. Remain present until the conclusion. The final habit is one that nearly every senior engages in nightly, often without recognizing its potential dangers. If you value your health, independence, and the assurance of awakening refreshed rather than at risk, continue watching. Let us begin by examining how that late-night meal may be diminishing your lifespan. Reflect on your youth when you could indulge in a substantial dinner late at night and still awaken feeling well. However, after the age of 70, your body no longer functions in the same manner. Similarly, as your metabolism decelerates, your digestive system becomes less efficient, and the food consumed prior to sleep may be subtly elevating your risk of heart attacks and strokes during the night. If you have ever awakened with heartburn or discomfort, it is likely that your late-night eating habits are culpable. The reality is that the peril extends beyond mere indigestion. Additionally, while hydration is crucial for optimal health, excessive fluid intake before bedtime may covertly jeopardize your well-being. Methods you never envisioned. Envision this. It is 2 a.m. Upon awakening with an urgent need to utilize the lavatory, you half-heartedly swing your legs over the side of the bed. Standing abruptly, the room begins to spin, your vision becomes obscured, and your knees give way, resulting in a fall to the floor. This occurrence is more frequent than one might assume. Many seniors mistakenly believe that consuming ample water before bedtime is innocuous, if not advantageous. However, after the age of 70, the body no longer processes fluids as it once did. The kidneys continue to function during sleep, and even a small intake of liquid in the evening can prompt multiple nocturnal trips to the toilet. The repercussions extend beyond mere sleep disruption. This behavior can be perilously hazardous. Nighttime falls pose a significant risk. Each instance of waking up in a dazed state heightens the likelihood of falling, which may result in hip fractures or head injuries. Falls rank among the primary causes of severe injury and mortality in older adults. Your blood pressure may rapidly decrease, resulting in dizziness, fainting, and collapse. This condition, known as postural hypotension, poses a silent risk that many seniors fail to identify until it is too late. Sleep deprivation adversely affects brain health. Each nocturnal trip to the toilet interrupts your sleep cycle, hindering deep restorative rest. Over time, chronic sleep deprivation compromises your immune system, elevates blood pressure, and is associated with cognitive decline. And consume your fluids earlier in the day and gradually reduce intake by late afternoon or early evening to allow your body adequate time to process the liquid before bedtime. Take small sips at night rather than full glasses. If you feel thirsty in the evening, drink just enough to remain comfortable, avoiding excessive amounts that may prompt frequent bathroom visits. Be vigilant regarding concealed sources of fluids, as certain foods such as soups, melons, cucumbers, and specific medications POS. Both alcohol and caffeine are diuretics, which increase urinary frequency, thereby heightening the likelihood of sleep disruption and dehydration. A minor adjustment, such as reducing fluid intake before bedtime, can significantly enhance sleep quality and mitigate the risk of nocturnal falls. Additionally, consuming a substantial meal too near to bedtime can adversely affect sleep quality and pose cardiovascular risks, as it prompts the digestive system to work excessively. Rather than concentrating on profound restorative sleep, your body is engaged in the digestion of food, which maintains an elevated heart rate and obstructs the natural nocturnal decline that safeguards against cardiovascular strain. Stomach acid ascends into the esophagus. Reclining too soon after consumption can induce acid reflux, resulting in a burning sensation, coughing, or a choking sensation that disrupts sleep. Prolonged exposure to this condition can weaken the muscles of the throat and heighten the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a grave and potentially fatal lung infection. For seniors, consuming late-night meals can lead to perilous spikes in blood sugar levels, particularly for those with diabetes or prediabetes. Such meals can disrupt glucose regulation during sleep. Research indicates that seniors who habitually eat late at night face a markedly elevated risk of developing metabolic disorders associated with heart disease. To illustrate, consider the scenario of succumbing to a late-night craving for a substantial pasta dish or a greasy burger before bedtime. While it may provide immediate satisfaction, the long-term implications are concerning. At present, as you recline, your body endeavors to retain stomach acid in its proper location. You may awaken during the night with a burning sensation, or, more alarmingly, you may remain unconscious, as silent complications such as acute cardiac strain or an undetected stroke can accumulate over time. The remedy is to conclude dinner at least 3 to 4 hours prior to sleep, granting your body sufficient time for digestion. If a nocturnal snack is necessary, opt for something light and easily digestible, such as a handful of nuts, a small piece of fruit, or a warm cup of herbal tea. Avoid greasy, spicy, or heavy meals late at night, particularly those high in sodium and unhealthy fats, as they can elevate blood pressure and strain the heart. Your body has undergone changes, necessitating a modification of habits. Implementing this minor adjustment could substantially reduce your risk of nocturnal health complications, enhance sleep quality, and facilitate a genuinely refreshed awakening. Now, let us address another common bedtime error that many seniors are unaware of, which adversely affects them nightly: the concealed peril present in their nighttime routine. The routine commences with a seemingly innocuous scenario: awakening in the night with an urgent need to use the restroom. You sit up, swing your legs over the bed, and rise, but abruptly, the world tilts, your vision blurs, and your head spins. Before you can regain your balance, you find yourself falling. This is not merely a moment of clumsiness. It is a perilous physiological response known as postural hypotension, characterized by a sudden decrease in blood pressure upon transitioning from. Dizziness can have severe repercussions for seniors, as it represents a silent threat. With aging, the body's automatic mechanisms that regulate blood pressure become less efficient. When one rises too swiftly, the heart may fail to supply sufficient blood to the brain, resulting in sensations of lightheadedness, unsteadiness, or even fainting. Falls can drastically alter one's life. A mere trip to the toilet may lead to a fractured hip, a traumatic brain injury, or worse. Indeed, falls are the primary cause of injury-related mortality among individuals over 70 is the gradual deprivation of sleep. Frequent awakenings throughout the night not only disrupt rest, but also destabilize the body's sleep cycle. Each time light is activated or movement occurs, the brain is misled into believing it is morning, which inhibits the synthesis of melatonin, the hormone essential for deep, restorative sleep. Prolonged disruption of this nature results in compromised immunity, increased blood pressure, and potential cognitive decline. Research indicates that elderly individuals who frequently awaken during the night face an elevated risk of developing dementia and other memory-related disorders. This issue transcends mere sleep. It pertains to long-term cognitive health. Therefore, Rather than completely eliminating fluid intake, which may result in dehydration, consider modifying your drinking habits. Consume the majority of your fluids earlier in the day, commencing hydration in the morning and gradually reducing intake as evening approaches. Aim to conclude most of your drinking by 6 o'clock or 7 p.m. Allow your body sufficient time to process them prior to bedtime. Consume small sips rather than full glasses if you experience thirst at night. Avoid gulping down a large glass of water. Instead, take a few sips. Be cognizant of concealed sources of fluids, such as soups, juicy fruits like watermelon and oranges, and certain medications that possess high water content, which contribute to nocturia or frequent nighttime urination. Limit caffeine and alcohol intake in the evening, as caffeine functions as a diuretic, augmenting urine production and exacerbating the issue. Although alcohol may initially appear to alleviate the problem, it ultimately worsens it. Sleepiness disrupts deep sleep and can increase the frequency of nocturnal bathroom visits. By modifying your hydration habits, you can minimize nighttime disturbances, achieve deeper sleep, and safeguard against hazardous falls and long-term cognitive decline. Now, let us address another unexpected bedtime error that may be silently jeopardizing your health: the temperature of your bedroom. Many individuals relish the sensation of a warm, cozy bed. It is comforting, familiar, and feels like the ideal method to fall asleep. However, what if I informed you that maintaining an excessively warm room at night could be insidiously detrimental to your cardiovascular health and potentially reduce your lifespan? Numerous seniors err by elevating the thermostat or using heavy blankets, believing it will enhance their sleep quality. In truth, slumbering in a heated environment heightens the risk of cardiovascular issues, dehydration, and restless, subpar sleep. Moreover, some experts contend sleeping in excessively warm conditions may indeed expedite aging and cognitive deterioration. I understand your perspective. I also find that I sleep more soundly when warm, as I am prone to feeling cold. However, this issue is contentious due to the concealed risks associated with sleeping at elevated temperatures. As we age, our bodies become less adept at thermoregulation. The capacity to perspire and dissipate heat diminishes, resulting in an increased likelihood of elevated body temperature, particularly during sleep when overheating occurs. During the night, your heart must exert greater effort to cool your body, thereby increasing the strain on your cardiovascular system. When sleeping in a warm environment, the following occurs: heightened cardiac strain, as the heart works harder to maintain body temperature, resulting in elevated blood pressure and an increased risk of heart attacks or strokes, and silent dehydration, where the body loses fluids overnight due to overheating. This mild dehydration thickens the blood, raising the risk of blood clots and strokes, particularly in the elderly. Restless, disrupted sleep occurs when the body overheats, hindering the attainment of deep restorative sleep crucial for memory function, immune health, and longevity. Studies indicate that seniors sleeping in rooms exceeding 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius awaken more frequently and experience diminished overall sleep quality. Some researchers posit that chronic overheating during sleep may expedite cognitive decline by elevating oxidative stress in the brain. Prolonged poor sleep is already associated with dementia. Alzheimer's and other memory-related diseases pose significant risks. Thus, one must consider the implications. The debate extends to the optimal sleeping temperature, with most sleep experts advocating for a range of 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, 67 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Nevertheless, many seniors dismiss this guidance, perceiving increased coldness at night as they age. However, the sensation of cold does not inherently indicate a need for elevated warmth. Rather, it often signifies diminished circulation. Excessive heating can compel the heart to exert greater effort. Gradually reduce your bedroom temperature. If accustomed to a warm environment, avoid a sudden thermostat drop. Decrease the temperature by 1 to 2 degrees each night until achieving an optimal range. Transition to breathable bedding, as heavy synthetic blankets retain heat and exacerbate overheating. Instead, select lightweight, breathable cotton or moisture-wicking fabrics. Utilize a fan or open a window to enhance air circulation. Fresh air mitigates carbon dioxide accumulation, thereby improving sleep quality while maintaining a naturally cool body temperature. To maintain comfort, consider utilizing light, removable layers if you tend to feel cold, rather than excessively increasing the heat. This allows for adjustments without the risk of overheating. I recognize that this subject may provoke considerable debate. Some individuals assert that warmth is essential for sleep, while others contend that a cooler environment promotes longevity. I invite you to share your perspective. Do you sleep more soundly in a warm room, or are you open to experimenting? Concerning error that numerous seniors commit nightly, potentially jeopardizing their cardiovascular health. The temperature of your bedroom may adversely affect both your heart and brain. Have you ever awakened soaked in perspiration, restless throughout the night, only to feel fatigued and lethargic in the morning? You might attribute this to aging, but what if the true cause is merely the temperature of your bedroom? Many seniors inadvertently cultivate an environment conducive to nighttime dehydration and cardiac stress. Cognitive decline is exacerbated by maintaining excessively warm room temperatures, often without awareness of the detrimental effects. Consider Frank, a 74-year-old retiree who finds solace in reading before sleep. He maintains his bedroom at a comfortable 75 degrees Fahrenheit and uses heavy blankets, convinced that warmth enhances his sleep quality. However, he consistently awakens restless, perspiring, and fatigued. His mornings are characterized by cognitive fog, joint discomfort, and persistent lethargy, which endures throughout the day. What Frank fails to recognize is, his excessively warm sleeping environment is inhibiting his body from achieving the deep restorative sleep he urgently requires. The rationale behind the necessity for a cooler room is that as we age, our bodies become less adept at temperature regulation. We sweat less efficiently, our circulation diminishes, and our capacity to cool down naturally during sleep declines. Consequently, sleeping in an excessively warm room forces the heart to exert additional effort to maintain temperature regula. Increased viscosity elevates the risk of thrombosis, myocardial infarctions, and cerebrovascular accidents. Elderly individuals who slumber in elevated temperatures face a significantly heightened risk of these perilous conditions. Disrupted sleep diminishes cognitive function. When the body overheats, it hinders the attainment of deep REM sleep, crucial for memory consolidation, immune efficacy, and neuronal repair. Research indicates that seniors who regularly sleep in warm conditions are more susceptible to cognitive deterioration, including dementia and Alzheimer's disease, thereby imposing additional strain on cardiac health. Sleeping in a warm environment compels the cardiovascular system to exert greater effort, resulting in elevated heart rates and increased blood pressure throughout the night. Over time, this escalates the risk of cardiac events, particularly in individuals with pre-existing heart conditions. Experts suggest maintaining the bedroom temperature between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 67 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal sleep quality, as this replicates the natural decline in body temperature that occurs when preparing for deep sleep. However, many seniors are resistant to this notion due to individuals often believe that warmth is essential for restful sleep. The crucial point is that one need not experience cold. Rather, it is imperative to avoid overheating. To cool your room without discomfort, employ strategic layering. Instead of a single heavy synthetic blanket, utilize lightweight, breathable cotton or moisture-wicking fabrics that facilitate optimal airflow, thereby maintaining warmth without retaining excess heat. Select appropriate sleepwear by discarding thick pajamas in favor of lightweight, moisture-wicking materials that assist in regulating body temperature. Enhance air circulation by opening the window. Utilize a small fan to facilitate air circulation, which not only aids in temperature regulation but also enhances air quality by diminishing allergens and pollutants that may interfere with sleep. Gradually adjust your thermostat. If accustomed to a warmer environment, avoid abrupt changes. Decrease your room temperature by 1 to 2 degrees per night until you acclimatize to the optimal range. This minor adjustment could significantly enhance your longevity by lowering the risk of strokes. Here, optimal memory retention and cognitive health enable one to awaken feeling revitalized, energized, and mentally astute. May I inquire about the temperature of your bedroom at night? Are you open to adjusting your thermostat for enhanced sleep quality and overall health? Please leave a comment below for discussion. Additionally, there is one more nocturnal habit that may be insidiously detrimental to your health each night, a consideration often overlooked by many seniors. Are you unknowingly adopting the most hazardous sleeping position? Inquire about their sleep patterns. If comfort is paramount, does it not suffice? However, post-70, the body experiences nuanced yet substantial transformations. Muscle tone diminishes, circulation deteriorates, and lung capacity wanes. The manner in which one sleeps can either bolster or stress the body, with improper positioning potentially elevating the risk of heart failure, stroke, and sudden cardiac arrest. The prevailing belief regarding supine sleeping is that it is the optimal position. While resting is essential, for seniors, certain positions can pose significant risks. Firstly, such positions can impede airflow, as gravity causes the tongue and soft tissues to descend, potentially obstructing the airway. This elevates the likelihood of obstructive sleep apnea, a condition characterized by repeated breathing interruptions during the night, which, even if not fully awakening the individual, diminishes oxygen delivery to the brain and heart, thereby exerting additional strain on the cardiovascular system. Secondly, these positions can lead to elevated blood pressure and heart complications. Reduced oxygen intake necessitates increased cardiac effort to circulate blood, potentially resulting in nocturnal elevations in blood pressure. Over time, this escalates the risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and acute cardiac incidents. Additionally, it may precipitate acid reflux and aspiration pneumonia. For individuals with gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, supine positioning permits gastric acid to ascend the esophagus, causing nocturnal choking, chronic cough, and even pulmonary infections. Therefore, the optimal sleeping position for seniors is on the left side. The optimal choice enhances circulation, enabling the heart to function more efficiently and alleviating strain on the cardiovascular system. It improves digestion by utilizing gravity to prevent stomach acid from ascending, thereby diminishing the likelihood of heartburn and acid reflux. Additionally, it optimizes respiration by keeping the airways unobstructed, which reduces snoring and lowers the risk of sleep apnea. Sleeping on the right side serves as a secondary option, marginally superior to supine positioning, yet it may exert additional pressure on the heart for individuals with cardiovascular conditions or hypertension. Sleeping on your left side is optimal. However, stomach sleeping may only mitigate snoring and airway obstructions in certain instances. This position can, over time, induce strain on the neck and spine. If stomach sleeping is necessary, utilize a thin pillow or forego one entirely to maintain proper neck alignment. To enhance your sleeping posture, consider employing a body pillow to discourage rolling onto your back. Elevating your head slightly, by 4 to 6 inches with an adjustable bed wedge pillow, can facilitate open airways. Individuals with sleep apnea or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, should place a pillow between their knees to ensure spinal alignment and reduce joint pressure. It is advisable to invest in a mattress that accommodates side sleeping. A medium firm or soft mattress aids in the even distribution of body weight, thereby alleviating discomfort during side sleep. This minor modification can significantly impact your health. While it may appear trivial, your sleeping position can determine the distinction between deep restorative sleep and a night fraught with silent health hazards. How do you proceed? Do you typically sleep at night? Are you a side sleeper, back sleeper, or stomach sleeper? Please leave a comment below to engage in discussion. Additionally, there is one final crucial error that many seniors inadvertently commit each night, which may be depriving them of years of healthy living. Is your sleeping position gradually compromising your heart and brain? Robert, a 76-year-old retired teacher, believed his nighttime difficulties were merely a consequence of aging. He would awaken feeling fatigued, with a throbbing headache and mental fog. His wife observed that sometimes, in the middle of the night, he would intermittently cease breathing for several seconds before abruptly gasping for air. Initially, he dismissed it, but as time progressed, his symptoms deteriorated, manifesting as fatigue, memory lapses, and persistent headaches. Ultimately, a medical consultation unveiled the reality. Robert's sleeping posture was exacerbating undiagnosed sleep apnea, imposing a perilous strain on his heart nightly. Alarmingly, millions of seniors are unwittingly experiencing the same issue. The significance of sleeping position increases after the age of 70. As one ages, significant physiological changes occur, lung function deteriorates, resulting in diminished oxygen intake efficiency. Circulation decelerates, heightening the risk of cardiac strain. Muscle tone diminishes, potentially leading to airway collapse. Consequently, sleep posture directly influences breathing, circulation, and overall cardiovascular health. An improper sleeping position may induce sleep apnea and oxygen deprivation. Sleeping supine allows gravity to draw the tongue and throat muscles downward, partially obstructing the airway. Complete obstruction of the airway results in impaired respiration, diminished oxygen levels, and heightened cardiac strain. Many elderly individuals remain unaware of their sleep apnea, yet the prolonged consequences can be catastrophic, including cardiac strain and circulatory complications. Research indicates that sleeping on the right side may impose additional pressure on the heart, hindering efficient blood circulation. This poses significant risks for seniors with pre-existing heart conditions, potentially exacerbating fluid accumulation in the lungs and extremities, culminating in congestive heart failure. Heart failure progressively exacerbates acid reflux and gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. Experiencing heartburn while sleeping in an inappropriate position permits stomach acid to ascend into the esophagus, heightening the risk of chronic irritation, coughing, and aspiration pneumonia, a lung infection resulting from inhaling stomach acid. The optimal sleeping position for seniors is on the left side, which is considered the gold standard as it enhances circulation, alleviates pressure on the heart, facilitates more efficient pumping, improves digestion, and retains stomach acid in its proper location. Heartburn and reflux enhance respiration by maintaining open airways, thereby reducing the likelihood of sleep apnea and oxygen deprivation. If sleeping on your back is necessary, elevate your head and upper body with a wedge pillow or adjustable bed to avert airway collapse. Utilize a CPAP or anti-snoring device if sleep apnea is diagnosed or suspected. Position a body pillow beside you to promote natural side sleeping. Additionally, place a pillow between your knees to ensure spinal alignment and support your body for improved sleep. To prevent hip or lower back pain, utilize a breathable mattress and pillow. Memory foam or adjustable mattresses alleviate pressure points and enhance blood circulation. Avoid thick, heavy pillows that tilt your head excessively forward, as this may exacerbate airway obstruction. A minor adjustment can be life-saving. Your nocturnal body positioning transcends mere comfort. It is a matter of survival. By implementing straightforward modifications, you can enhance cardiac function, avert perilous oxygen deprivation, and diminish your risk of nocturnal strokes. Experiencing heart strain can lead to waking up feeling invigorated rather than fatigued. How do you achieve restful sleep? Are you open to adjusting your sleeping position for enhanced health and longevity? In conclusion, a minor modification tonight could significantly influence your future. Today, we have examined four seemingly benign bedtime practices that, unbeknownst to you, may adversely affect your heart, sleep quality, and longevity. Factors such as late-night eating, excessive fluid intake, an excessively warm bedroom, and sleeping in hazardous positions each subtly compromise your health. Your health is influenced not solely by age, but also by your capacity to adapt and transform. You possess the ability to awaken tomorrow feeling healthier, more alert, and more lucid than today. Therefore, this evening, before you retire, critically assess your bedtime practices. Identify which of these habits hold the most significance for you. Perhaps you experienced restlessness at night, awoke feeling dizzy, or observed a decline in your energy levels. Awareness is the initial step towards change. Herein lies my challenge to you. Consider implementing a singular minor modification this evening, such as dining earlier, reducing fluid intake prior to sleep, lowering your thermostat by a few degrees, or opting to sleep on your left side. Even a modest, consistent alteration can significantly enhance your health and quality of life over time. Recall the wisdom of the elders. It is not the duration of your life that matters, but the vitality within those years. Life is invaluable, and your nightly routine can either diminish your lifespan or restore it. Which will you select?